What's going on, y'all? We got the new Nameless City update. We got the 12 stars. We got all these goodies. We got new tasks. We got just so much. And this is a one-stop shop, y'all. This is legit a one-stop shop. So let's dive in. Let's let you get everything that you need to know moving forward, especially while we're in this boost period. You know, we have this 250% boost. If you didn't get the last video, which gave you the heads up on that. And we have a PSO2 that comes up as well. That's going to just really just amplify all this. So let's dive in. Let's discuss all this, get you prepared, get you ready, get you good to go. But first, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. So first and foremost, we have Nameless City. Nameless City is going to be where you want to go for literally everything. Of course, we have the new 12-star series. This can be found there as well as in the urgent quest as well. But Nameless City really gives you everything that you need. When I say everything, I mean everything. Now, there's also going to be a limited time trial that occurs there with the big Rappy. It's going to spawn some Capitan, some El Capitan. It can spawn the King Capitan. And these are going to drop really everything that you need. And when I say everything, I mean everything. The King Captain, you're going to get all the goodies. Everything's going to be bang, bang, bang. And whereas the lesser trial is going to give you like most of it, but some of it, but lesser tier versions or none at all. So King Captain is going to give you freaking all the dual quest augments, all of them, all the Fusias are going to drop from the King Captain. Also, you've been wondering about maybe making a Giga trial because we haven't had access to prog trials. No Deidris, Drevius, whatever the hell that dog is called. Prog trials are from the King Captain drop. That definitely is not from the regular captains. You also have all your 5 stats. You have your DK5s. For those who have been stressing about farming DK5s because it's a little annoying. Those also are King Captains. Everything is in this thing for the King Captains, all. You have EX Cubes. You have the high tier LC Augs. You have Foundius. You have everything. Pretty much everything that you need is in Nameless right now. On top of the fact that you can possibly get your hands on the 12-star weapon. However, the drop rate on those is not good at all, which makes them valuable, to be fair. So pretty much you're looking at, a Wingard drop rate. And from what I can tell of the 12-star series is that pretty much is going to be one of those staple weapons that we're going to see and we're going to be using for some time. It's pretty clear on that. We're going to be using it for some time, just like how Wingards have stuck around. Wingards are still viable to be used. Flugelguards were the same way. So it's going to be in that same manner. Now you might be wondering, are 12 stars strong? The easy answer to that is obviously yes, they are strong. They're extremely strong, and you definitely want to be looking for them if you can get them. But of course, if you have a Tricilio with a high fixa, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly viable. And these new weapons are meant to, when you can get them, get them. The potential on them gives a +2% potency across the board to everyone on a down whenever a mob is down for 20 seconds. So this is pretty viable, gives a 44% potency increase as well, which is right on there on par with Tricilio, which I believe gives a 45%. That's correct. And it also gives a crit rate increase as well on its potential. So do understand that the base stats are a bit higher as well, of course. So it is a very viable weapon, a very strong weapon, one that you should definitely consider using if you're able to get your hands on it. However, the drop rate on that baby is pretty low, so it also makes it pretty valuable to sell, which is why also running Nameless City can get you money, not only with augment material items, but with the possibility of a 12-star as well. Now, I also like to point out some limited time tasks that we have as well. The Seasonal Saint Great Rappy Suppression 1 and 2. These here are going to give you in augment pass vouchers ×5. Now, as you can see here, this is very straightforward. You defeat the Saint Great Rappy, which you're only going to find in Nameless City while you're doing this stuff, which is where you should be at anyway. But you're only going to find that there. You want to complete that, it will give you in-armament transfer vouchers. Now, do note that on here, it states that they expire on the 7th of January. This is incorrect. This is released in an update on the website that states that this is actually supposed to say the 31st of December. So once again, this ends on the 31st of December. So do make sure that you knock these out. This is 10 in-augment transfer pass vouchers that you can get very easily. Very valuable items. Make sure you knock this out. The 31st of December is when this ends, not the 7th. The date listed here is incorrect. It will probably be fixed next maintenance. So do understand that. If there even is a if there even is a maintenance next week. I'm not sure if there is, it's probably not. So it probably will just stay like this maybe. But 31st of December is when this ends. So make sure you knock that out. And of course, along with Nameless City is the introduction of new EX Augments. So these are actually pretty neat. You find different uses for them. Some of the main highlight ones are definitely the turnover one. Turnover one's pretty nice in that it increases your potency by 1.5 for 20 seconds when you recover HP. This actually pairs nicely with some of the other ones, which also, you know, take and give HP back. I can't remember what the name of it's called, but one of them also, you know, is if your HP is above 50%, it takes your HP by 10%, but if it's below 50, it gives HP back. This will actually probably pair greatly with that one and some other different ones that you could possibly put them together with. The EX augments that they have introduced here are very nice, actually. There's a lot of good uses for them. And as always, per is the case with EX augments, use them for your specific playstyle. There's no one and all for everyone, for every class, for everything. No. EX augments are meant to be used to customize your specific playstyle. That's why there's so many of them. If they only wanted us to use the exact same 3 for every single class, there wouldn't be like 20 of them. Plain and simple. Understand that, y'all. It's like when people play like games like Genshin Impact or something like that. And, you know, the meta is like, oh, you have to use these characters. Well, then why the hell do we have like 40 characters, bro? No, you can use who you want to. Whatever team you feel works best for you, as long as it gets the job done and gets it done properly. Plain and simple. Okay? Just understand the foundational values. That's what you should understand here with the EX Augs and how they apply to your specific use case scenario. And make them work as appropriate. It's as simple as that. So do definitely check out these new EX augments. Also, of course, on the personal shop, they made it much easier to navigate these EX augments. So now you can just go in here and actually prompts you right here when you open this up. I'll move this camera real quick. But as you see, it says search for all variants of EX augments by changing the last layer of the name to question mark. For example, EX risky stance question mark. So now you can just change it to a question mark and it will allow you to just look it up. EX turnover question mark. So now, boom, it's a question mark like so. Search that thing up. Let's get rid of that. And then search for price. And so now you see turnover D, turnover H, turnover P. And this is absolutely huge because prior to this, you had to go in there so say you're looking for a combination with like a specific two, turnover and maintain balance. So if you were looking for those two, you had to search for turnover P, turnover X, turnover H. But the fact of the matter is that there could have been a turnover D with maintain balance on it that you could have gotten. But the fact that you didn't search for turnover D, it was not going to appear. You could only search for one of them at a time, which is very annoying. So this is very huge that they added this. You just put question mark on the end and it will pull up all of them, which makes it seamless for you to find the EX augment that you need. You know, if you're looking for combinations, then that makes that much easier to do. Extremely easier to do. So do be sure to take advantage of that as well while you're trying to gear over EX augments, which of course, if it's from an Eredim, it can be transferred over for free, but only if it's from an Eredim. Remember that. Only if it's from an Eredim can EX augments be transferred over for free, or can augments in general be transferred over for free. If it's from any other weapon, it cannot be transferred over for free. Regardless if it's EX augments or regular augments, it has to use a transfer pass. So if it's from an Eredim though, only an Eredim, it can be transferred over for free. Understand that, okay? So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I will address anything and everything, of course, as always. So just really wanted to let you know here, Nameless City is your one-stop shop. This is where you should be at. There's an RDR boost that goes on until the 23rd. It gives you 250%. As you can see here, I open up this right here. I'm sitting at 280 because I don't have any other buffs on, but 250% is your baseline right there. So this will overlap with PSO2 Day coming up here in a little bit on the 21st. This will overlap with that. So you can get 500 plus RDR, which I mentioned in my previous video, getting y'all prepared for that, getting y'all ready for that, letting y'all know how to do that. So that way you can maximize this to the absolute fullest. And also preparing y'all for what we're going to get with another boost with a preset skill boost. It's also in the previous video that you can find with the thumbnail saying 500% RDR boost. So be sure to check that one out too. Give that one a like if you want some more information on what's coming up ahead of us as well. So I want to let y'all know about that with the Nameless City, and of course with the 12-star weapon, how strong it is, and just to let y'all know that this is a one-stop shop for everything. Lots of money to be made, lots of chances to farm. Lastly, I would like to say that, of course, if you're experiencing lag in Nameless City, as we've seen this before, you know, when Nameless City is very popular, or all ship matchmaking in general is very popular when something new comes out, there's a lot of people doing it, then there's always the option of turning off all ship matchmaking, which I cannot access from this menu, so let me exit real quick. So as seen here, if you open up, you go to the quest, you go to Nameless City, and then you click the second option down here, configure matchmaking settings and start. You can just unclick enable all ship matchmaking. This is on by default. I have this password in there because we were in a room because, you know, we were just filming there, you know, so it's just you and me, you know, we're just in here, bruh. What is in here, bruh? But yeah, anyways, you could turn this off and that will satisfy that lag issue. However, if you're on a less populated ship, then that's probably, you know, you might be in there with one or two people, something like that. So if the lag is that bad, it probably isn't. You know, this it's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's not. But if it's not that bad, definitely stay in all ship because you'll get the most amount of people in there, be the most enjoyable experience. But that is an option. Just uncheck this if you're experiencing very, very heavy lag. So I hope that helps. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know how your 12-star hunt is going. Like I said, these babies are very, very, very scarce, which means that they're very expensive because they are also very strong. So if you get your hands onto this baby, and maybe you're looking to make some Meseta, it's not for a class that you use, you can make some Meseta with this, 100%. See you on the next one. Much love. Holla.
Spike content.